So the US elections are just a day away. We'll look at all the issues shortly, but let's first zone in on one of the candidates. For a quick look at Joe Biden's final preparations, we're now joined by SABC correspondent Nick Harper from Washington, D.C. Nick, great to have you with us. Give us a sense of how this plays out in the sort of final 24 hours. What possibly is Biden doing right now?
Well, it's a very busy day for Joe Biden. He is out campaigning on the final full day of campaigning, visiting two states. The state of Ohio that Donald Trump won by 8 percentage points 4 years ago. It's a state that he's targeting in the hope that he may be able to flip it. At the moment, polls suggest that both candidates are neck and neck in Ohio. He's also doubling down on the state of Pennsylvania, which seems to fast be becoming the must-win state for both candidates. It's a state that used to vote Democrat, but 4 years ago Donald Trump flipped it and won it by less than 1%. There was only several thousand votes in it. So it is a state that Joe Biden is hoping to be able to turn the tables on, and it is a state that he has campaigned on several occasions during the course of the last week. He'll hold 2 rallies in Pennsylvania over the coming hours. He'll also be joined by the singer Lady Gaga at a rally later on in Pittsburgh. I'm joining you here from Wilmington, Delaware. It's Joe Biden's home city. It's this place that he's made his home for several decades. And you can see just behind me the stage where he will be tomorrow evening. This is where he will be watching those votes coming in. It is the stage where he will be addressing supporters at this outdoor rally. Like many of the other rallies that he's held, this one is expected to be an outdoor one here tomorrow evening, and at some point he will address the crowd that is assembled outside. So a very busy day for Joe Biden, still hoping to pick up as much support as he possibly can in these final few hours of campaigning.
And Nick, on that stage watching the results, there's some concern that there won't be a sort of quick, decisive result. Hillary Clinton saying to Joe Biden, don't concede early. This could play out because of the mail-in votes. It could take several days. It could go to the courts. So I guess a lot of time maybe now looking at the strategy for coming days.
Absolutely. We are in an incredible situation in this election. In other elections, people are allowed to vote early, but this time around, we've seen a tremendous amount of people, now more than 95 million people who've already cast their ballot ahead of election day. So tomorrow won't be the type of traditional day where the majority of people go to the polls, because the majority of people have already voted. About 70% of the overall turnout 4 years ago. There are some predictions we could see the biggest turnout for more than a century here in the United States. So yes, what will happen during the course of the evening? We certainly won't get a winner at around 11 o'clock local time, which has happened in past years. 4 years ago, it went until about 1:15 in the morning before we knew Donald Trump was the winner. Potentially, we might not get a result during the course of the evening. It may take several days to come. And there is an incredible fear in the United States that Donald Trump may do all he can to do. There are already suggestions to declare victory, even if all the votes haven't yet been counted. And in some states, they're allowing votes to be counted for about 6 or 7 days after the vote. It will be a very contentious time, a very worrying time, and that's why we're seeing some cities across the United States, including in neighboring Pennsylvania, the city of Philadelphia. They've already started to board up businesses there, concerned that there may be trouble in the days ahead as we still face that uncertainty of exactly who the winner is.
Days of anxiety expected. Thank you so much for that quick overview. That was Nick Harper looking at the Joe Biden camp specifically. Now, as election day dawns on the United States,